This program is designed to provide general information with regards to the subject matters covered. This information is given with the understanding that neither the hosts, guests, sponsors, or station are engaged in rendering any specific and personal, medical, financial, legal, counseling, professional service, or any advice. You should seek the services of competent professionals before applying or trying any suggested ideas.
Welcome to Behind the Scenes, for your half-assed entertainment news with no bullshit, with our hosts, the Baroness and Bear Fiorda, only on Talk 4 Media.
G'day guys, welcome to Behind the Scenes. I'm your host, Summer Helene, the Baroness. We are on with my co-host.
Very distracted co-host.
Who is still trying to post to Instagram and has pink eye. So things are going really well.
In both my eyes.
Yes, so
Someone was nasty at the gym.
Did they toot on you?
They didn't toot on me, but clearly they brought something from home they shouldn't have. I mean, that's the only reason why it happens. People are gross, infected, and they show up where they shouldn't be.
He spends a large amount of time with other men's legs wrapped around his head.
I suppose they could have done it then, but you think I would smell it, right?
I actually don't think it comes from poo. I think it is actually a
it
bacteria thing. But we have a lot going on in Hollywood today.
All right, let's do it.
All right. So in MMA...
It's okay. Pink matches your personality, says our sound engineer. Thank you.
I like that.
Absolutely wonderful.
Oh, you're now my second favorite person in pink. My first was the guy that punched Andrew Tate in the pink gloves.
Oh, that's right. I forgot his name, but he was not a great boxer, which it doesn't really show very well for Andrew, but also fuck that guy. So, I don't even think we're allowed to say his name. We're on YouTube.
I'd like to, don't say, well, I've been calling him Taint because he taints everything.
All right, let's just really emphasize the taint part.
Yes. Though when I was saying it, everyone thought I was talking about something other than him tainting things. Apparently there is a body part that matches and they thought that was appropriate too.
What do you mean? Wait, that's not why you were using it?
No, I thought he was tainting things.
No, sweetie, no one would ever think that.
I did.
All right, well, do you know what the taint is now?
No, but I should Google it later.
It's the area between your butthole and your vag or ball sack.
But it doesn't not suit him.
Also known as the gooch, in case you're missing out on some slang terminology there.
Okay, well, I like that name for him now. So we're going with that.
Okay.
Also, I now know more about parts of the body that I didn't want to know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yay.
You're welcome. What's up in the news today? What kind of news we got going on?
WWE announces Elimination Challenge.
Okay. WWE, they just have a new thing going on. What is it? WWE Raw, or like the whole thing where they drop the cage over the guys, the briefcase of money at the top with a big ladder in the middle. One of those events. I don't know if they do that anymore. I've never watched professional wrestling.
We're setting up for you to do an appearance in professional wrestling.
I love professional wrestling.
There you go.
It is beautiful. The best thing ever. It's totally legit.
Yep.
People never get hurt unless you want them to get hurt.
Channing Tatum is sharing a health update. I don't know why.
What's wrong with Channing Tatum?
Apparently he was in the hospital. So if anyone can tell me why, I'll give you a ride at Off-Road Rentals in Palm Springs, California.
Yeah, here's a giveaway for this guy's health.
Did you manage to post? Did you get the photo that you need?
Let's see if I got that photo. Hey, look at that. We got the photo.
He is supposed to be posting on Instagram. And the conversation we're having today is about selling yourself appropriately. And Bear seems to be having some trouble doing that.
I just realized we used the mitts and instead of boxing gloves.
Yes.
What an idea right there.
It just photographed better.
I don't know if I feel comfortable posting that. We got a bunch of kids on my page. It's
it's fine.
Which way?
I would say it's fine to post, but we can use a different one if you want. All right, I'll ask you guys. Show them this. Click on this. So this, because it's also what we're using for Phoenix Comic Con. That's actually our poster for Phoenix Comic Con.
You guys. Here, this is what we're using. What I would be posting is like the promo for our radio show.
So that is actually our post for Phoenix Comic Con as well. That's going to be our poster. So, but this is an 18 and over show.
It is an 18 over show.
It says on there that it's 18 and over.
It does say 18 over and parental advisory.
Okay, so why don't you put up the other one if you're more comfortable?
Okay.
But that's the one that you need to be using from now on, or an augmented one.
I can do that. I'll get the original image and I'll do something with it because we got a few of them.
Then that's fine. But do that. The butt grab is why I liked it.
It does grab attention. It's more like my personal concern versus what might be I don't know, good for an audience poll or grab.
I'd put it up.
I'm tripped. Listen, I don't know if you guys know this, but a long time ago, I had someone who was working in our team post some images of a guest we're going to have on this show, but the guest was very provocative. My page is almost entirely kids. And so they posted on my thing to advertise, and now all these children are seeing like mostly naked men. It was a lube ad.
It was a lube ad.
It was a lube ad. Okay. And so I am anything that has me or another human in revealing clothing, I'm like,
it will be fine.
I shut it down so fast out of fear.
I think that'll be fine.
All right, I'm trusting you.
Yes, it's almost like I do this for a living.
Get some hateful parents.
My whole job is to make people rich. That is what I do. And I do it by working with what's popular in media. I've been doing it for a long, long, long time. Well, I just made myself sound old, but
you're not old,
no,
love.
But I'm very good at making money. And a lot of the time, provocateurs make money. Is it fair? No. Is it reality? Yes. Make sure you have a link to the show for everyone up there.
Yes, it is the link to the radio show after I post it in like 3 seconds. Sorry, it's taking me forever to figure this out. Will be on my Instagram at Bear Fiorda, and it'll be available for everyone to come and watch.
I also like that it has the scanny thing, so people can do that if they need to get there. That was the whole point of using that one.
Oh, that's right. It does have that.
That's why I wanted to use that. Yeah. That was the whole point.
What about actually? No, that's worse, I think, because that hides the shorts.
Yes.
All right. And boom.
Anyway, the whole point of provocative in marketing is what makes you money. Now,
I mean, what is it? Sex sells, sex and violence. That's the thing. Everyone wants to see sex and violence.
I do try and be very, very clear with this. Mm-hmm. All of that said, that doesn't mean you do it in business. If that's not your business, don't do it.
Wait, so I shouldn't show up in like a Speedo and just beat up some random CEO and like, now it's time for the money. Like,
that's one of the biggest mistakes people make now.
What do you mean?
I see people going into the business world, going into the office, and they've seen something on TikTok or they've seen something on Instagram. And all of a sudden they're like, I'm going to go and dressed as Office Siren.
Oh, like,
you're listening to a TikToker that doesn't have a job. What the hell are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
And then
dress codes are a fucking thing, but they tend to enforce those.
It's more than that. People have this idea in their head that how they feel or what they want actually matters. And I think it is one of the greatest conspiracies I've ever seen.
I think it shouldn't matter over other people's physical selves. It shouldn't matter over logic. Shouldn't matter over the rules you have. It's got nothing to do with
any of that. It is the greatest sell I've ever seen.
All right, go ahead. Dive into it.
It comes down to you dress for how you feel. I dress for what makes me money and for the people I'm working with. You will never be a threat to me. You will never make more money than me. You will never be more successful than me because you do not know how to operate at the table or in the environment that I do. And by convincing people, and it's a wonderful, wonderful thing, by convincing people that their autonomy matters more than their pocketbook, that their autonomy matters more than social convention, you have guaranteed an entire generation of minimum wage workers.
You are a lawful evil person. 100%. You're a lawful evil person. You're like, to the letter of the law, you are the evil businessman from every D&D campaign to ever have one. You are like the administratum from Warhammer. Anything that is bureaucracy, finance, like legislative, that's evil. I just imagine you now as that character with that statement. And I love you. I love her to death. I'm not going to argue with you, but it's like, putting it out there,
it's reality. I want to give everyone the chance to learn it. So they stop turning around and going, but this is what I feel like wearing, or this is the real me. Nobody cares. No one cares. Nobody likes the real you. Nobody wants to see the real you.
You never want to hear your pilots say, this is the real me, just before they take off.
That's the point. The best way to ruin your life is to think anyone cares about what you think. Yeah. The point of clothing is manipulation. You are wearing it to convey something. If you're at a punk concert, you dress for the crowd. If you are in business, you should dress for the CEO. And the reality,
you're a host on a radio show, you dress nice.
He's wearing pajama pants. The point,
I wasn't ready for you to out me like that, but yeah.
The point is, we have created a system where we have made sure that people who are watching social media are going to stay poor because somehow, some way, they feel empowered by screwing up their life, and they are going to die poor, and it is entirely their fault. But we can also go into my belief on why some people should be allowed to unalive themselves.
We have seen people who have come up from the system, and seen people been beaten down by the system.
You will always be beat down. If you want to change the system, you have to come up within the system to change the system.
There is nuance and circumstance. But I tell you what, you doing nothing and thinking you're a victim will always keep you in a lower place.
There is no nuance and circumstance. If you are too stupid to dress in a way that is going to manipulate the people around you into thinking that you are capable of getting and doing whatever you are promising, you're an idiot. I am not handing $100 million for a film to a director with no history. And if you're trying to convince me that you're incredible, that you're amazing, you want your first shot in one of your projects from me, you better not be asking for $100 million, and you better come in knowing what you're doing, saying, and dressed appropriately. Because if you come in and look like a fool and you're like, I am going to do Pride and Prejudice. Okay, I have no history. I want you to risk your money on me. Why should I?
That's Hollywood for you folks.
That's it. But it's not just Hollywood.
No, it's the whole world.
It's anywhere. Do you want to listen to a coach that is 600 pounds overweight? Steven Seagal.
That depends.
Steven Seagal.
No, you don't listen to Steven Seagal, but hey, you don't know this name. Abdulmanap. Okay, Abdulmanap. I don't know what to say his name either.
It sounds like the thing that flops over your belt when you're too fat.
He is Khabib Nurmagomedov's father. He did some wrestling, but when you look at that guy, if you never met him before, never knew this guy, and you looked at him dead on, he is lumpy. Okay, he's very lumpy, but he has trained world champions. So you don't know physically. They may have been great and let themselves go. It depends.
But then they have a history to show you. You either have to show me by history,
yes, okay, you can,
or you have to show me by how you look. If you want me to take, I absolutely judge. If you want to make money, judge a book by its cover. Judge every time. That is the point of the cover of a book.
All right. Well,
what the hell is the other point? Why do they have a cover on the book? There's even a blurb on the back. What's the whole point? So you can judge the book.
Well, speaking of people who
that is how you remain poor forever.
Excellent at blurbs and know how to judge people immediately because it's actually part of his job whenever he does crowd work. I'd love to welcome to the show comedian Chris Lewis. Welcome, sir. God. How are you today?
Thank you guys for having me. I thoroughly enjoyed that conversation.
Are you sure?
I did. I align with a lot of stuff you both were saying, so I'm in the middle.
All right,
but you're in a job where people are paying to see your personality.
Yes, it's It's a charisma game, and you're kind of paid to be an asshole too. But you have to be an asshole that's relatable,
But that's it. But if you went in like a Laura Piana sweater and like gray chinos and a gray shirt and tan shoes, no one's going to pay attention to you. You have to dress for your job.
Yeah. But I mean, but a comedian's dress is like, we can look like a hobo. I mean, as long as the jokes are good, you can almost win somebody over with whatever you have on. A guy named Greer Barnes, he looks like a hobo all the time. And he's one of the biggest comics in the world. So I don't know if it applies to comedy the same way, because you kind of laugh at him too. Like you're laughing at his appearance. It kind of helps.
So that's part of the bit. You got to look at it like Post Malone. There is no way that you go to an accountant that look like Post Malone.
Well, you're right. You're right about that. I'm not gonna fight on that. An accountant look like Post Malone is a red flag. That's not good. That's not good.
I wanted to say this from the moment I knew you were going to be on the show, so I want to say it right now. I knew your name, so the moment it came up as a guest, I'm like, I know this guy, where I know him from, and I look at it all around, and you did hands down the funniest bit about Superman I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, but stop.
But I didn't hear it from you directly. Someone else had ripped off your content, put it on their page, and it blew up. So I'm like, oh wow, that's exactly where I know it from. Then I see it's actually on your stuff. I mean, that's incredible. I'm sorry that happens, but exactly.
Superman. Yeah, thank you I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Means a lot to me. I've been doing that joke for like about 2 years, and when you do a joke, people hear it. And then, people do it can be ripped off fast. So I don't, it's weird. It's a weird
someone business. Did the whole Carlos Mencia thing.
Yeah, the Carlos Mencia, that's a big one. That's a huge one. He's like, notorious for ripping people off and made a career out of it. Yep. But made a lot of money doing that. But people, Robin Williams did that too. I love Robin Williams. People don't know he ripped off a lot of comedians too. So it's a weird, wow. It's odd, it's a weird thing. Comedy's a weird thing.
Where Robin Williams had, and I'm not surprised he did. He has such a fast acting mind. If you've ever had a conversation with him, it's like talking to a crackhead that like just smoked. He was so
smoked.
Yeah. There's a great one. I always tell everyone, if you want to understand Robin Williams, go watch Inside the Actors Studio with Robin Williams, and you can watch his brain work.
Yeah.
And it's just broken in every possible way.
Well, Robin Williams basically he was one of the first comedians that basically utilized ADHD. Like, he obviously had ADHD and he harnessed it and made it a superpower because, like you said, when you watch him, he's flying off, he's grabbing stuff a mile a minute. You know what I'm saying? His brain is just clicking. So
he also did a lot of cocaine.
He did like drugs. Did a lot of drugs.
You guys are ruining my childhood like stars here.
I'm sorry. He's still a great guy. Great guy. Awesome. But fortunately he ripped people off and did drugs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the reality. That's all of our heroes. They're probably doing drugs, and
I remember when I got old enough, I started listening to some of the more mature comedians, a little more vulgar comedians. They would talk about that in the industry, how it's basically almost from the start. You can just be so coked out, drugged out, drunk, whatever, get on stage, you have a great set, go back and keep doing it.
You were watching George Carlin, weren't you?
Lifestyle.
Well, it was Colin.
George Carlin talked about it less, but I'm thinking like Ari Shafir talked about it a lot. Christopher Titus did on its podcast would talk about it. So
Theo Von did that too. Theo Von has a very famous set where he's high on stage and he's killing, but I think he's on like acid or something like that. It's the wild, but it's getting better. Like, it actually gets better. The longer he talks, the better the jokes get. It's really bizarre.
I think Richard Pryor said he was never on stage sober, not once.
Yeah, there was a point. Yeah, there was a point. Well, Richard Pryor was doing coke off a girl's tits and stuff. I mean, him and Pam Grier. He and Pam Grier had a coke relationship, cocaine romance. So that was his thing. Cocaine was like his drug of choice. But I don't know if it helps them or not. It's a weird thing with drugs and comedy because a lot of great comedians benefit off of drugs, but it also takes away a lot of great comedians. So it's a weird dance between drugs and comedy.
Well, drugs aside, what comedians would you say are like your inspiration? What got you into this, or who do you really draw from when you look for? I want to say content, but when you write,
don't say Matt Rife. Everyone hates him right now.
I like Matt Rife.
There we go.
In the comedy community, everybody hates that guy because he's attractive. I'm being honest. It's because he's attractive. If Matt Rife, seriously, being attractive and funny is like a slur in comedy. You can't be attractive and funny. People get offended. They're like, "How dare you be funny and be attractive? That's just too much. You got to look weird. You got to be a gargoyle, be funny, or you got to be attractive and be like not good." So I think that's why people hate him. But
he had a lot of work done to get attractive. If you look at him from like Wild and Out to after, and I'm not knocking that. I work in Hollywood. I'm half plastic, but the so I'm never going to knock someone doing that. But he put a lot of effort into it. So I think he deserves. Yeah. I think he was just offended because he blew up with women, obviously. And when he went and did his set, it didn't match, and everyone's like, "What the hell?"
And also, he's getting what every comic wants is women. That's like, a lot of comedians get into comedy to get women because that's the only time they're going to listen to him. It's like when they're held hostage at a show. So that's the only time. That's the only time.
You're attractive and you're a comedian. Does that backfire?
I feel like it does sometimes, and it backfires with guys. It's weird.
That makes sense because women would love it, and men would be like, "How dare you?"
He's like, "How dare you look like an off-brand Denzel Washington or whatever they think I look like?" You can't do comedy and look like a movie actor. But I think my personality offsets how I look because I don't lead with my looks. I don't lead like with that. I always lead with like how I am as a person. So I don't think it backfires as much when they get to talk to me, but the first introduction, people don't like me. Like that does happen.
Well, we do expect Chris Farley in our comedians. We don't expect you. We don't expect that, right? Like there's a point where you're like, you don't get to be cute and funny. Like that's not.
Yeah, but there's a lot of cute, funny comedians though. There really are. There's a ton of them. Like they really. I mean, arguably. I mean, you're gonna have to answer this for Eddie Murphy was kind of attractive.
Eddie Murphy's hot. He wasn't
an unattractive guy.
No.
You know what I mean?
Wayne's brothers all hot.
Yeah, they were attractive. You know,
Jim Carrey was attractive.
Jim
Weird
Carrey,
when he made his faces, but like normally kind of attractive. So yeah, there's like.
It exists.
That's true.
There's like they're attractive comedians, but I feel like my inspiration. I get a lot of inspiration from. I gotta say Dave Chappelle. I always gotta say Dave.
Got it.
When I saw Black White Supremacists, I was hooked.
Oh my God, that was one of the
all time. Black White Supremacists. It just, I mean, when that came out and Rick James, I remember running downstairs and like going to my, you have to see this. Like that made me want to just do comedy. It just made me.
I love. He's so committed to the cause that if he found out he was black, he'd kill himself.
He would kill himself.
Yeah.
I mean, even after finding out he's black, he's like, this is abominable. I have to off myself. A true racist, you know. So, you know, that's true racism, right? You find out you're black, you've been a KKK member, you off yourself. He's a real racist. That's a real racist, man.
He's an inspiration to them all. Really.
He is. It's funny. And during Black History Month, I'm sure a lot of racists look up to him like, you know, you got to be like that guy. You got to be like Tyrone Biggums or whatever his name was.
You got to turn around. Actually, I encourage that. If given what was it, we all started in the cradle of life. So if everyone somewhere was black, if racists believe that, I am fully in support of them unaliving themselves. I think that is an excellent idea.
You are going in on people today.
About that one.
I am sorry. I have no problem with that, especially in the current climate. Yeah.
With the current climate. Yeah. Mental health I agree with that one. Not doing well mentally. But Dave Chappelle, Jim Carrey, big inspiration. Eddie Murphy, early Eddie, Richard Pryor, Bill Hicks. A lot of people know about Bill Hicks. I love Bill Hicks. One of my favorites. Bill Burr. Love Bill Burr. You know, unfortunately, I can't say his name, but he was America's father for a while. Yeah. In the 80s.
Okay. He was an excellent comedian.
Really great comedian, though.
But the whole like rapey issues sort of caused a bit of a problem.
It destroyed his legacy.
Yeah, very much. Very, very much. Yeah. I love they were threatening. They had turned around and they were talking to the they're like, you know, Uncle Phil's dead. The Cosby Show's, you know, destroyed. And they turn around, they tweeted at the guy from Family Matters. They're like, if you f this up, we'll kill you. Like you're what we got.
You're the last one.
He's like date raping people. That'd be terrible. We don't need that problem. We don't need that problem. Yeah, we're running out of black dads. That was the argument. They're like, Uncle Phil died. Bill Cosby just screwed it up beyond belief. Yeah, because nobody's talking about Al Bundy. Al Bundy's fine.
Yeah.
You know? You don't have to worry about Al Bundy. He's good.
It's so bad.
I mean, you know, comedies, it's a lot of fun. I like, you know, it's a lot of fun.
You know, when you get
Why did you start comedy? Well, I want to know. Why you started.
I like your guys' connection. I like the way you guys.
Oh, thanks.
I like this.
We talk over each other a lot.
You do? Yeah, I love it. This is very relationship vibes right here. This is good. Why did I start? That's a great question. Trauma, probably trauma. Oh. I mean, every comedian kind of has this same story where you have like an abusive parent, and I had that in my dad. So that forced me to be funny to cope. Yeah. So I think I fell in love with comedy as a coping mechanism. So I think that's why I do it. I think I initially did it to like get over stuff. So, and then I realized I liked it. It's weird. Like I ended up I like making people laugh. I don't know what it is. It's an addiction. Making people laugh is an addiction. It's weird.
What's your view on it now as you've matured and like reflected on that through the years?
You know what? I got therapy and stuff like that. And I think at this point, comedy for me is like relatability. I'm trying to connect with people. I'm trying to be understood. And I feel like the quickest way to be understood is with laughter and music. That's my theory.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like I usually relate to a musician or a comedian. And it's the way they're doing it. They're saying a lot of truths, but they're saying it in like a kind of like an arty, kind of mysterious way. And I think that's what it does for me. I'm able to connect because I love music. So this to me is like music.
Yeah. Okay.
Comedy is music to me. And it is musical. Like it is a music. It actually is music. I feel like comedy is music. It's a rhythm. It's like a whole thing.
It actually, you hit the nail on the head. The thing that makes comedy the best is that rhythm, is that cadence. It's what pulls the audience in. Yeah. You'll find if you take the voice out and you overlay a comedian with a preacher and with Oprah Winfrey, they have the same. They have the same cadence. It's this high-low cadence, and it psychologically hypnotizes the audience. When we hire people, specifically speakers, or I put people in films, the first thing I'm looking at is not what they say, but how. And if they have that cadence, I know we have somebody who's going to do well on social media, somebody the audience is going to follow. It's really, really important. On your stuff that we've looked at, you have that same cadence. If you actually take yours, pull it out, you got it.
That's interesting. Thank you for that. That's great. That's great feedback. That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point, though. It's true. It's like a through line. Everybody has that their own rhythm. It's a rhythm thing. It's really weird.
It's a very nice specific psychological trick.
Well, it is, and it pulls people in. And the only person outside of comedy, music, and religion that did it was Oprah Winfrey, and she did it on purpose. And she was the first one to point this out. And so we sat there, and now the whole industry, whole entertainment industry, actually looks for people with this cadence. Because she made a rule at Harpo, she wanted all of her people, Dr. Phil, everyone she hired, to speak with this cadence.
Wow.
And then they saw it in comedians. And the good ones have this same rhythm.
That's great. I did not know that.
Shit.
Shout out to Oprah Winfrey. That was brilliant.
She figured it out, and now we all copied it and stole her idea, and we use it to make money. It's fantastic.
Oprah would be a great comedian. She would be a great comic.
Yeah, she
would be.
She was. I mean, she broke so many barriers.
Yeah.
She was incredible. From a feminist perspective, I'm a huge Oprah fan, so it's the moment I'm like, if she wants to be a comedian, I will go to the show.
Yeah, she would sell out. Yeah, if Oprah decided to do like a tour right now, it would sell out.
Absolutely,
it would be amazing.
I think she'll have some writers help her with the comedian part.
Well, she's like I said, she's always been smart enough to pull in people that sell. She's from a marketing perspective. The woman's a genius.
Yeah,
now, I let you go the last one.
Your
this
turn.
Is my turn. You mentioned earlier what it's like kind of getting in front of an audience and kind of using your personality to sell yourself to them. But when you get on stage, are there any cues that help you indicate whether you are going to crush it that night, they're really going to resonate with you, or if it's just going to be such a shit show for the next 20-45 minutes?
You know what it is? It's like Paul Mooney had a very good saying that comedy is spiritual. I really believe that. Because you get on stage and before you get on stage, you're nervous. You're like, oh my God, I don't want to fucking do this shit. Why am I doing this? Is stupid. This is dumb. These people don't know me. And then once you start talking, you feel what everybody else is feeling. It's like a collective thing. So intuitively, you kind of know when you're going to have a good show sometimes. After your first few little words or jokes, it's like, okay, this is going to be a good show. For whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but it's just a connection. Like, oh, we're going to have a good show. But you're going to have bad show when you say something and everybody's just kind of looking up in the air and shit like that. People are on their phone like, it's not going to be a good show.
We're looking everywhere but you.
It's funny. It's interesting to hear you say that. We have a lot of cage fighters on. Here's a cage fighter. We hear a lot of the guys in fights say the same thing. You learn very quickly from the audience reaction, from your opponent, from what's going on.
Yeah.
The same thing. Maybe it's a performance thing.
I think it's all connected. I think performers all have the same mechanism. It's like, I know for whatever reason, you have it tonight. It doesn't make any logical sense though. It's just, oh yeah, this just feels good. But then sometimes you feel like you're gonna kill and it's terrible. You have the worst set of your life. You're like, what the fuck did I say? I just said this shit last night and it worked. Like, what happened tonight? That just happens sometimes.
Do you have a fail safe? Things start going south or it's not going well. Do you have something you fall back on?
Pull a fire alarm.
Pull a fire alarm.
Pull a fire alarm. Yay!
Get out, bitches.
Talk to the audience. Talk to them. How you doing today? What's going on with you guys look good. Compliment the audience. This is a beautiful crowd tonight. Try to connect with them more. But I mean, there's always a joke or two you have that kind of always work. Everybody loves old black men for some reason. Old black men just kill. Just hearing about old black men is just funny for people. Old black men do this. I don't know what it is about old black people. It just works everywhere, especially when I go to like Central California or something like that. They just like hearing about old black people. So I don't know if it's I don't know what it is, but old black people is a crutch for me.
In Central California, have they seen any old black? Have they seen any black men? Period.
I don't think they've seen any black people. So
that's. I'm just
they get it all from movies and TV shows.
Yeah, they're like, we got a live one right here.
Right.
And
they think every black guy is Chris
Rock.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, so so that's the thing. But I mean, those shows, when you have a good show, it's all a connection thing. It really is just connection. It's so weird how it's just like it's like a conversation. It's the weirdest thing, but it's natural though. It feels really natural.
We have a very young audience. A lot of these guys want to get into entertainment. What advice would you have for them?
Be disrespectfully yourself. That sounds weird to say that, but you need to be yourself with all the disrespect in the world. Like, do not, change who you are, because comedy in general relies on you. It's literally you. It is exactly your humor is who you are. So you can't be anybody else because there's no way to do it. And so the best advice I would say is like learn from people that are better than you and be yourself at all times, because that's basically your superpower. Your superpower is who you are, like your experiences, your perspective. That's what's going to connect with people. Because people want to connect with people. It's basically just a connection.
Yeah, very, very much.
It's really
have you ever had a moment where you're like, I can't do this, I'm done? What was your I'm going to quit moment, and what made you go, nope, this is my forever?
I think when I was trying to figure out comedy, I was trying to figure out how I was funny. That sounds so weird. Like I would be funny like in life, and I was like, but how do I do it on stage? And I had to figure out the fundamentals of it. So for that few years, I was like, what the fuck is happening? I would go on stage and I would bomb. And I'd be like, but I'm funny outside of this. And then I would have a set and it would be great. So I wouldn't know what was going on. So I actually talked to a touring comic, and he told me like the fundamentals of comedy. It was like every joke is basically a story, and then it's public speaking. So once I had the fundamentals down, I loved it. But in that time, I wanted to quit because I was like, maybe I can't do it, or maybe it's not for me. Maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And it just everything in life comes down to fundamentals. Like you have to know how to do something before you get great at it. Like you need the fundamentals.
God damn, I couldn't have said that so much better, and I'm so happy you said that.
I appreciate it.
The basics are the most important thing ever. Whenever I go into a match, the first thing my coaches are telling me, what they'll tell the students as they're getting ready for their fights, is do the fucking fundamentals, do the basics.
Right.
Don't go out there and do some weird spin shit. Hit him in the face, just punch him straight in the face. Really? You got it.
I'd like to remind everyone, every time we use bad language, we give money to the Boys and Girls Club of America, the Humane Society of America, and Free MMA. We swear because we can.
Ooh, it's for charity.
It's called the Sean Patrick Flaherty rule. We were live at Comic-Con and he said the F word 72 times in like 30 minutes. Like it was incredible. Very Irish. It was lovely. But it was that moment I was like, oh boy. We got sanctioned by Comic-Con.
Yeah. Since we're in like the advice trend now, I'm curious if you had someone or a young comedian who's coming up right now, maybe he's your opener or whatever, but he's freaking the fuck out. What are you telling him?
Dude, just calm down and have fun. It's literally fun. That's it. It's all fun. Like once you make it a thing, it's not fun anymore.
Yeah.
Got it. Don't make it a monster.
Yeah, it can't be like I have to do good tonight. It has to be I'm gonna have fun tonight. And that's it. But also when you've done all your work prior. So if I had an opener and he's freaking out, like, dude, be yourself and have fun. That's it. And then just learn from it. After you get off stage, learn from whatever happened, what worked, and that's it. But don't beat yourself up. I mean, the greats have bad sets,
Yeah.
So if the greats are having bad sets, you're gonna have a bad set. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
No, that's very. I like
you went
that
out
very
with
much,
that fluffy guy, and it was terrible.
I went out with. Long story short, I went to see Gabriel Iglesias, and he did good for like the first 40 minutes, but people
then he got drunk.
People kept bringing him drinks, and so he was just like one after another. They were like 2011 or 12, just keep going. And a half an hour past the end of his set, they're trying to kick him off, and he's telling us trying to kick him off, but he's not leaving because he's for the people. And,
he's making excuses.
Yeah, it was it got bad.
Advice to the audience: if you're working, don't drink. Like it doesn't go well. Doesn't go well.
Just try and keep it professional.
Yeah. Well, Gabriel, he's like one of the biggest comics in the world, so he probably felt like, fuck it, I'm Gabriel.
Yep.
That does happen.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, what are you really gonna do? You're not gonna not pay him.
Yeah, exactly. It's already done. I already got the money.
Yeah. So, there's no more to it. Now, what are you most proud of?
What am I most proud of?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's a great question. I find that a lot of comics are deep thinkers. So this is probably going to be a deep answer.
Please.
I think I'm most thankful of how authentic I am. I think my authenticity compared to what I'm supposed to do, socially, we have all these social boxes, and I fight that, and I feel like comedy is my rebellion. So even the way I live is rebellious. I like to do things the way I would like to do them. So I think authenticity is what I'm most proud of about myself. If I'm being honest, I haven't reached all the goals yet. Obviously I have all these lofty goals that I want to reach, but I think being real is like, I'm very proud of myself for that, to be honest.
I like that. And it really resonates with the piece of advice you gave us earlier with the whole just kind of be you.
Yeah, well, I am going to say
disrespectfully you.
I am going to say from a money and marketing perspective, the best thing a person can do is authenticity, because I cannot buy it. I cannot recreate it. I have tried. I cannot sell it, and I cannot sell someone without authenticity. People have to connect. Yeah. And so the ability to be yourself and be that open with people is bloody hard. Nobody wants to go out there and be like, here are my guts, have a look.
No, they don't. And that's the number one fear is public speaking. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Even in life, I got to be myself. It's a lot. It is a lot.
It's easier to put on a character. It's easier to do anything other than put yourself out there, warts and all. That's really hard.
Warts and all.
Warts and all. It's an expression. Yeah, God, the English have terrible expressions. That's all I figured out. But
I think though, I'm gonna say this. It seems kind of hard though, because you might be at a show in Southern California, you crush it, you talk about old black men, and then you go to like wherever else in the country,
I still maintain
Wisconsin, and all of a sudden they
men.
hate your bit for some reason. So I think it's kind of hard to be authentic in
He's not going to South Africa.
Apartheid. Yeah, I got apartheid jokes now. I got an apartheid joke specifically for you guys. No, but it's like, the best thing about people not liking your stuff is it is an indication that you're being yourself sometimes. Everybody's not going to get
I can see it.
And that's fine. Like,
it also weeds people out the audience you wouldn't really want there anyway.
Yeah. One of my favorite, probably my favorite comedian, I can say Patrice O'Neal, one of my favorite, might be my favorite. He always said, you want to divide the audience a little bit, just a little bit. You don't want to be, it sounds counterintuitive. It's like, why the fuck are you supposed to be making, but he's like, you want to divide a little bit because then you kind of know you're doing your thing. And it's kind of true, like not on purpose, but you're like, yeah, I need to be me all the way. Even if they start hating this, I got to keep going just because,
Got it. We've seen comedians have this kind of standoff nature sometimes, not like they're already an asshole, but maybe the crowd's bad. And so they just kind of start going in at the crowd a little bit. Do you ever find that there is Amy Schumer did it? I think even Chappelle did it. Chappelle did it a couple of times. Sat on stage and read for half an hour.
Will Smith smacked Chris Rock. That would be the biggest case I've ever just seen.
Yeah, that's notorious.
That was definitely the audience turning.
And when do you think if ever is a good time to kind of fight the audience a little bit?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jared.
No. It was
just asking, when do you think, if ever, is a good time to kind of have that fight with the audience?
When Will Smith's not in it.
When Will Smith's not there. That's what you're saying. So from I Am Legend.
Yes.
That's a slippery slope. I'm be honest. Because some hecklers need to be verbally abused. Like some of them need the abuse, man. It's just like some people don't get it. Like it's like you can't talk. Like, okay, you can talk at a show. There's no rule against that. But when you start out talking the person they paid to hear talk, it's a problem. Like now you're taking my job for me. Then you gotta like set them straight. But I think if you're having a bad set, you can't take it out on the audience really.
Okay.
I don't think you really can because, my only reasoning behind that is because it's like it's their choice. Like what else can you like? It won't change anything. Like
I get caught though. If I'm there to see somebody, I get that this person has an overwhelming need for attention. Like yes, we get it. You need attention. You don't feel good about you, and this is how you feel important.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to hear from you. We want to hear from him. That's the whole point of being here.
Right. But here's the thing. This is a weird thing. The comedian and the heckler doing that are kind of there's a through line. There's a parallel because the comedian is doing it to be heard and the heckler is doing it to be heard. Because comedians really do comedy to be heard. Like, listen to me. Like, I'll have something to say. Like, and the heckler's like, I want people to listen to me too. It's just.
But I paid to hear the comedian, not the drunk idiot.
Exactly. You want to hear the artist, not not the guy that just wants to be heard.
Pretty much.
Different. Yeah. So
like he can go on Facebook like the rest of the idiots do. I'm just saying.
You know, talking about hecklers, we've seen guys like Steve Hofstetter, and there's another guy who he got in trouble for like not paying his taxes. An English fella, I can't remember his name, but they built their whole career off of just fighting with hecklers.
The crowd work,
Do you have is there like a preferred method for you to deal with hecklers? Do you have some jokes loaded up already to go, or do you more so play it by ear?
I just play it by ear. I don't really have jokes loaded up for people. Really, some people do. Like, this motherfucker's fat. You got diabetes. You know, they just say like, there's little things they'll say, like, little things they'll say. But I don't really have anything, and I try to find out why. Like, hey, why'd you do that? Like, why are you yelling right now? Tell us why you're yelling. I like to let them roast themselves. Like, why'd you say that? I said it because then it sounds really stupid. Then they stop talking. But I don't really have a thing I'll do. It's a case by case. It's case by case.
I like it so much, man. I on another page I do, people reach out to me and they'll I had people call me dickhead and then block me immediately because they don't like what I'm saying. Yeah. But the ones that let me respond,
is that the page where you tell guys not to punch women?
Yes.
Yeah.
Surprisingly an insulting thing.
I want to assault women so bad. What are you talking about?
Shocking amount of people genuinely have a problem when he's like, don't put your hands on women, don't cuss out women, like be respectful to people. And they're like,
children, that's why I draw the line.
Yeah.
or they'll be like, Andrew Tate said blah blah blah, and he's why I don't care what he said. He's been arrested for trafficking children. Like, piss off.
Yeah. It takes like Jesus for guys that beat women. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Like, hey, if he's doing it, it's got to be decent. It's got to be all right.
It's got to be a great idea.
Idea.
I respond to them. I ask them like, hey, clearly you're mad. Why are you mad at me? What did I say that upset you? Let's talk about it. And then they block me because I don't think they're emotionally capable of handling that. But you get to do it face to face. They can't fucking hit a block button and ignore you. They get to look like a bitch or they get to look dumb when you ask them questions. I'm like, I love it.
What is the biggest glitch someone had when you actually called them on it and had them explain?
Oh, like when I called somebody out on some stupid stuff?
The biggest, because they're glitching at that point.
I think one person was like, I had a joke about, what did I had a joke about? It might have been a joke about women and men or something. Mm-hmm. And I think one of the women was like, that's not true. And I was like, okay. But I'm trying to be funny right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not about being truthful. It's about being funny. Then she kind of got quiet. She's like, oh, yeah, it's about being funny. So let me try to be funny first. And then we can do the TED Talk thing later. You want to do a TED Talk, we can do that outside. But right now I'm trying to be funny. Because comedy is not about telling the truth all the time. It's like you're telling the truth, but you're like embellishing too. Like you're trying to be ridiculous. So it's always going to be exaggerations here and there. It's not going to be completely true. It's generalizations everywhere. It's not real.
Right.
Comedy is interesting that way. It can go completely against what is real, but it is also one of the few historical ways we've ever had to talk truth to power. You had jesters that could say whatever the hell they wanted to a king. Mm-hmm. You've had, when kings were next to gods, no slight to my king, but you have always had comedy as a way to discuss difficult topics, to discuss things we don't want to discuss. So it's always been that way to open the door, and it moves into the absurd. It takes reality to the point of the absurd, which makes people look at it a different way. In the current climate, we have a very, very divided America, and then the rest of the world's mad at America. So it's not like awesome to be American right now.
No, it isn't.
As a comedian, what is it, are you finding the current climate good for your work, or is it one of those moments?
It's great. Chaos is great for comics.
All right. Yeah.
More chaos is a weird place to be because you're watching the news like that's terrible, but you're like, that's a good joke. I'm happy that you're kind of happy it happened, but you're like, it's still bad,
Yeah.
This is bad, but this is a great joke. So it's like,
fuck, Elon Musk shot another rocket into an orphanage. That's gonna be funny shit tomorrow.
No, seriously.
Like they just dropped the Epstein files. It's great. It's great comedy fodder.
It's great comedy because comedians are basically news reporters. It's all just journalism.
Yeah.
I've always said comedians are just people's journalism. It's the people's journalism. Yes. Like a really great comic, Josh Johnson, he's killing it right now.
Yes.
Josh is amazing. I mean, he's just the news right now. Like,
God,
but it's funny.
I skip the news and watch him. But then I watched, really? I watched Jon Stewart forever. I was watching Trevor Noah forever. Now I'm watching it's because it is easier to get your news there. It's more palatable to hear a horrific thing when you have someone kind of petting you going, it'll be okay. Jon Stewart does not do that anymore. By the way, if you'll watch him, his thing is, we're all scred. I'm like,
I know.
That's not why I come here.
He's reached that age where he's like, I just got to tell you the truth at this point. I don't have time anymore.
Like, okay.
It's good though.
Everyone does. They get their news from softer sources. You can get it from Comedy Central or from Fox. Either way, you're going to get something ridiculous.
Exactly, and they're both exactly.
Mm-hmm. True. Equally absurd.
We talked about a bunch of different comedians so far, but I don't think we asked. Do you have a preferred comedian you'd like to work with?
Who's your favorite person to work with?
That level.
Who do you want to open for you? You open for them? Just somebody you want to spend time with?
You guys are really good at this. I really want.
Thanks.
Yes, very good. I really want to open for. I would love to open for Bill Burr.
He's
Bill
cool.
Burr's I have a friend that opened for Bill Burr. I have a few friends who opened for Bill Burr. Bill Burr's on my list. I mean, he's my favorite comedian right now. I just love what he's doing right now. He's just. I watch his pod. It's just. He's the angry. He's like Al Bundy as a stand-up to me.
Oh my God! Yes, dead on. That was yes. I never thought of it that. I'm taking that. That was speaking of stealing from comedians.
And
I'm taking
it. No, it's fair.
I never would have expected his acting chops as well. Like
he
was in The Mandalorian and
he was amazing.
Crushed it. Like, wow, this guy he's very versatile in the entertainment industry.
Most comedians are good actors. Look at back to Robin Williams, makes a wonderful horror guy. It was terrified him courageous. To the timing for comedy puts you over and above what you need for any other kind of acting because comedy is so point perfect.
That's a perfect point. Yeah, that's actually true because comedians, I think the reason they translate so well is because they're studying human behavior. Yeah, it's the hype. It's hype. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just hyper observation. Like I'm just looking at. So like Stephen Wright's one of my favorite comedians. He always talks about you just it's like you just put your hand out and it's like a detector. You're just detecting what everybody else is seeing subconsciously, and you're just reporting it. So I think that's why Bill Burr is a great actor because he's a great comic. So he knows how people are. He can act. It's probably easy for him. Because I saw that Mandalorian thing. I thought that was incredible.
Yeah,
I was really impressed. Like he's one of the best actors out here. Like literally, he's great.
He did so well. I thought he had real PTSD that he brought into the character at that point.
Right.
I can talk about Star Wars.
I'm like, you're supposed to be in an upcoming action film. And you're sitting here like, I thought he had real PTSD. I'm like, we got to get Bear an acting coach. We are screwed.
Shit. I'm going to be background character number 3.
No, you're supposed to be one of the characters in an upcoming show.
Oh, great.
And I don't. It's got the one for ESPN where he goes and tries sports, but that's just him being him. You actually have to act in your next one.
I hate that we're running out of time. I have so many questions.
Before we do, tell everyone what your social media is. You and Bear have a big crossover audience. It's all young guys on his, and I know they'll follow you. Tell them where to find you.
You guys can follow me at the Chris Lewis on all platforms: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and my main social media platforms. Yeah, so I'm there on all the platforms, and I got a lot of stuff going on. I might have a movie going. We'll see. You never. Movies are like, we'll see. But yeah, things are going in the right direction. So I'm really excited right now. Really
I like
excited.
that.
I found.
Have you had your Netflix special yet?
Not yet.
Well,
okay. That's what I do. Call me.
Yeah. Okay.
No, yeah.
That's the next move.
we found you as the guest. I went and looked you up again to make sure I knew you, and I found your bit and I followed you immediately. Like,
it was easy. It was easy to find once he found you because it was the giggling. He giggles like a little girl, and you could hear it through the house.
Look, you can hear it during the show.
It was.
When you can fight like him, you can giggle like a girl.
When you fight like Mike Tyson, you can talk like Mike Tyson. No,
I like that one.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah. You have that luxury.
Yeah, because who's gonna say squat? Like, I'm not saying anything.
No one's gonna say shit. Do you have you're talking about this movie that may be in the works here? Do you have a movie franchise you'd like to be a part of? Think you'd be good in?
Well, it's not a movie, but Mandalorian would be amazing.
God damn it!
He said the same thing. That's his.
Oh my God, that's like that would be a dream. That whole I'm just obsessed with that because when you talked about it, I watched everything. So Mandalorian would be awesome. Movie, I wouldn't mind doing like a kind of like a drama, like a mystery drama. You don't see those anymore. Like a Seven, they have like Seven and stuff like that. Like Training Day. I wouldn't mind doing like a Training Day type of thing.
Oh, that's a good one.
I like Training Day. I like Denzel Washington. It's not like hard to sell.
I wouldn't mind
anything with him. But the movie was good too.
Yeah. So franchise wise, anything. Marvel would be great. I wouldn't mind doing some Marvel stuff. That would be great, actually.
That'd be it'd be great.
I would love to do
it.
I'm still better. I got Guardians 1 and 2. They gave the third to Disney. I didn't get to do that. I do distribution and sales. I did not get. I got 1 and 2 on Guardians. I gave 3 to Disney, and took my marketing plan. Still better, but I work for them now, so I love them, and I'm glad they did it.
Hey,
Guardians is amazing.
Hooray for the mouse, our new demigod.
Love Guardians.
Yeah.
One of the best series.
All right, we are at the end of the show. Is there anything you want to say to the audience aside from follow you?
You know what, audience? Do whatever the hell you need to do to take care of yourself. I don't know.
All right.
I like that.
Mental health is on the decline.
Yes.
And I just feel like, please take care of yourself.
I like that.
Take care of yourself. I think that's important.
Very, very good advice.
I think that's
Thank you for that, sir. And thank you for your time here today. This is such a blast.
Yeah, I love having guests like you. You're funny, you're engaging, like you are the easiest. No slight to the other guests, but you get what I mean. Like you're an entertainer, so you're easy to have on the show.
Anytime you have all I ever wanted more comedians.
Anytime you have anything coming out you want to promote, let us know. We'll push it on Bear's socials, we'll push it on here.
And I appreciate you guys are awesome. This is fun. This is like just sitting at the house hanging out. This is great. This vibe is perfect. You guys are perfect.
I'm glad we can create that environment for you, man. Thank you.
Man. Thank you. Well, have a wonderful one. Thank you. And I'll talk to you guys soon.
Guys,
absolutely.
Make sure you are following him. He is very, very funny. We're going to put up a link to his socials, and we'll see if we can get him in bed to do some collabs or something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out from there.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
I like that.
All right.
All right. Thank you very, very much for joining us. And then you guys, thank you for joining us. I'm the Baroness. We are on with my co-host, Snuggy Bear McPinkeye.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you had something to say after thank you for joining us. It was just to insult me. So, hey.
He has pink eye.
Well, let me give you guys some pink eye real fast.
No. It's bad enough he's in my bed and it's contagious. He has to keep changing the pillowcase.
I have to change the pillowcase every day.
I'm the Baroness. This is Snuggy Bear McPinkeye. We'll see you next week.
Good night.
This has been Behind the Scenes with the Baroness and Bear Fiorda. Only on Talk 4 Media.